YouTube, I'm ABC, and today we have another platformer tutorial. This tutorial was suggested last week by dryboneGCN. He asked me to make a tutorial of how to hook on walls, similar to the way it works in a game called Spelunky. So I played the game and I found a pretty similar way to do it, or it looks a lot like it. So basically it consists of two parts: jumping up and hooking onto the side of the wall, or walking off the side and hooking on the side of the wall. So let's get started. Alright, so first off with sprites. We're just gonna make a sprite called SPR Edge. You'll understand what Edge does later. But we're going to make it blue and make it semi-transparent. So now let's go into our objects and let's create that object called OBJ_Edge. And we'll be programming this later.
Mark the edge object not visible.
Let's go in our room, and I'm just gonna remake it a little bit and make sure you understand where Edge is. Alright, so this Edge is gonna represent. Oops, make sure you unequivocally underline. This edge is going to represent the points where your player's going to spawn to. In this case, it's the corner of these. Alright, let's go to OBJ player. Let's go into the creation event. And we're going to need to create two variables. First variable is graph, and we'll set it to 0. And let me explain quickly what sets 0. Alright, so when grab equals 0, you're not grabbing on anything, you're just walking around normal. Grab equals 1 is when you've collided with the edge, but you're not hooked in yet. Grab equals 2 is when you're locked into place, you can't move, and you can't jump out of it or anything like that. This is to avoid glitching. Grab equals 3 is when you're still locked into place, but now you can jump out of it or drop out of it. 4 is the time after you get out of the lock state. So you can do everything, but you can't grab on again. This is to avoid some weird glitches. But what grab Y basically does is it shows the Y value you need to have when you're locked in. So now we're going to copy this and put it in the sub event so you can reference it later. And now let's get started. First thing we're going to do is go from grab equals 0, which is where you start off at, to grab equals 1. So if the edge object is to your right, and grab equals 0, and so the edge is to your right and you move into the right, then you want grab equal 1. So then copy this and paste it. And this will work for your right, so I need to change it up so it works for the left. So type down, make that left, and make this minus. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to change these values around a little bit. Change that to 8. I'll change that to 8 and make this 10. Alright. Now we're going to grab the transfer from 1 to 2. Okay. Little reminder is when 1 is when you're not locked in, but you're sort of falling into place. So during this time, we don't want you to be able to move left or right. So for left and right, add another thing to the checklist, and we're gonna make it if grab does not equal 1. Sorry, and just add that to right here. So for this, we're gonna type down if grab y, which is less than y. So the fact that grab y is less than y means you're under the point where you need to be locked in. And grab equals 1, so you're not locked in yet, you're trying to get locked in. And then we want y equals grab, grab y, and grab equals 2. Alright, some things about 2. When you're in 2, you're locked into place, but you can't get out yet. So here we're going to add that grab can't equal 2, and here we're going to add that same thing, grab can't equal 2. And we don't want gravity anymore either. So what we're gonna do is, and grab does not equal 2. Grab equals 2 is when you're locked in but you can't move, and we're gonna set a timer to where you can get out. So let's make alarm 0 equals 10. So a third of seconds. Pretty good. Now, so it'll transition to 3 in the alarm event, and so now when you make the transition from 3 to 4. So this is when, in order to get out from the locked-in state, in the Spelunky game, there are 2 ways of doing this. You can press down to drop down, or you can press up to do a little small jump. We're going to program how to drop out right now. So if keyboard check VK down, and grab equals 3, then grab equals 4. Alright, so in order to go from 4 to 0 again, we're going to use the alarm 0 again. Now, set equal to 30. Okay. So more things we need to worry about here is, under grab 3, we don't want gravity to work either, so put on grab does not equal 3. And here, grab also can't equal 3, so put on grab does not equal 3. And let's see. Down here, when you get locked in place, we need to make sure that v-speed equals 0. Otherwise, it could set y to that particular value, but then it'll just keep moving. Right. So now we can check up, getting out of the lock by jumping. Yeah, let's see this. So this isn't a chaining statement at all. It's just because when you're in 3, when grab equals 3, you'll have it place 3 under you, so you don't want this parameter to be there anymore. Alright. So else, what's between these brackets is when there's a spot open under you, and you press up. So put down if grab equals 3, then v-speed equals -7. This would be like a slightly smaller jump from this, but this works out good for the way I have these settings up here, so it depends a little bit on how you have it. So right here, make sure you set the alarm equal to 30 again. And set grab equal to 4. So now it's programming alarm 0. It needs to have the 2 change to 3, and needs to have 4 change to 0. So alarm 0. If grab equals 2, then grab equals 3, and if grab equals 4, then grab equals 4. Oh, sorry. Grab equals 0. One thing that's useful for this is, like, I messed this up a lot of times. So it's useful to go to the draw event and draw the grab variable to make sure that you know what's happening. Let's make it 200, 200, and I make it grab. Make it grab, so it'll tell you what the grab value is. And then we gotta make sure the sprite is drawn, so just type down draw sprite index image index x y. Forgot. In OBJ edge, in here we're gonna set the grab y value in the player. So put on step event and say if distance to object OBJ player, if that is less than 32. So in this case, we're for sure that this particular edge object is the one that the player needs. So if that's less than 32, we want OBJ player dot grab y to be the same as the y value of the current edge object. So you can see that the values are changing as they should. I'm at 0 right now, so I can grab on. I grab on, changes almost immediately to 2 as it gets locked in, then it goes from 2 to 3 as I can get out again. If I hit down, I get out. If I hit up, I get out. And each time it changes to 4, and after changes to 4, it waits a little while, and then it changes back to 0. Alright, so now let's figure out how to go down the side looking like that. First off, the creation of a player that's creating a variable called grab side equals false. So this will represent whether we can grab on the side or not. So we're going to call this setting grab side. Alright. So if place me king x y plus 1. So under those circumstances, then grab side equals true. So what this is saying is, if obj solid is under you, but obj edge is not under you. And then we're going to put or symbol. We're going to put down and then we're going to put grab side equals false. So what this is saying is that if you're not pressing down, then grab side equals false, and if you're not above the edge, then grab side equals false, or one or the other equals false. And this one, sorry, I forgot to add so grab side equals true if you're pressing down and above at the same time, and grab side will become false if you're not pressing down or you're not above the edge and you're on solid. So there's one little loophole in this. If you are above, if you're in the mid-air, then it could be either. So I want to take advantage of that when you get off the side and grab equals true. So that's what we'll do right here. This will go from grab side equals true over to grab equals 1. So if place 3 xy plus 1, so the spot under you is open, and grab side equals true, then we want it to go on the side, so put grab equal 1. And to avoid any weird glitches, we'll say grab side equals false. Alright, let's test this out. So you just go to the side and then hold them down. It hooks in like that. Works fine. And it works inside as well. Alright, so that's all for the tutorial. Hope you were able to figure it out. Hope I explained it well enough. This one was a little bit choppy, I suppose. So let's see what's on my list. Here's my list. Alright, so this is Lucky Platformer, and I'm going to cut that out because it sucks. If you have any suggestions for me to add to this list, then by all means put in the comment or send me a private message. So yeah, but thanks for watching and God bless you.